G'day guys, welcome to another week of 3SSRTV Footy Hit. I'm John Nono, here again with Peter Seros. Round 9 and 10 this week, Pete. Good round of footy, and it started on Friday night with a bit of an upset. Adelaide took on Collingwood at the Adelaide Oval, and look, both Adelaide teams are making that ground a bit of a fortress right now. And Adelaide went away 21-point winners. They were very good in this game, but Collingwood were a bit poor.
Yeah, they kicked 1 goal 3 in the last quarter. They got beaten pretty well. I didn't like the round that very much. We'll talk about that later though. But Adelaide and Collingwood, it was a good match. I was very surprised. I wasn't expecting Adelaide to get up at all. But you know what? They're proven to be a genuine finals chance, and they should have been last year, and they disappointed a lot of people. But they're starting to really impress me.
They're coming at the moment. They've won 4 out of the last 5, and look, if they've got Carlton coming up as well. And if they can beat them and move along nicely, they've got a pretty easy draw on the back end of the year. So look,
are we saying Carlton's not an easy win?
No, I'm ticking that off. So that could
one of the easy wins.
That could put them in the 8 by the end of the next round. So look, I think Adelaide are a real shot. They're playing some good footy. Early on this year, they weren't playing great footy, but now they are. Rory Sloane Dangerfield's finally found a bit as forward. Joshua Jenkins up forward, I really like, and then Tex Walker as well in a good comeback on the weekend. So
Eddie Betts and Ponzi Adelaide are good recruits.
Absolutely. So look, they've got the list. It's just a matter of putting it all together on the field now. But I like where Adelaide are at the moment. Sydney took on Essendon, and Sydney were going to win from about the 4-minute mark of the first quarter. They were awesome on Friday night. They're back.
Very
seriously, they're back. They've won 5 straight.
Franklin also kicked 5.
Absolutely.
Considering his 2 goal 7 the week before.
7-goal first quarter to the Swans, and the Bombers can only manage 1. Where are they at? The Bombers ever since we talked about this last week, ever since the St Kilda game, they haven't been able to play any good football.
Well, for the past month and a bit, they've been averaging a score of 65 points, right? And they've literally been averaging They only scored 65, I think it was, against Brisbane, and they scored 64 against Sydney. So they're not able to kick goals at the moment. They don't have any genuine tall targets, I noticed, or genuine forwards.
Yeah, you're right. Joey Danaher's struggling a little bit.
He's struggling. At the same time, he's only 19. Paddy Ryder he's a great player, but he's not a full forward. He's not the type of player that's going to kick you 5 or 6 every week.
They have that tall option, but they started him as the sub. They could have put Carlisle up there, and I'm not sure why they had him as the sub to begin with. But look, we don't know what the coaches are about. But look, the Swannies move along very, very nicely, and Buddy loves playing against the Bombers, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He's
kicked 60 goals in 10 games against the Bombers, so he averages 6 goals a game against them. So he's playing very nicely at the moment. But your mob, the Tigers, big game. They thought they had to win this one with the passing of Tommy Hafey. A bit of sentiment to go along with it. They kicked 9 goals 20, and Melbourne went away. They were accurate, 14-7, 17-point wins.
29 scoring shots to 21 scoring shots. I watched the game. I was at the game myself, and it was pathetic. To be honest, I haven't seen Richmond play that disgraceful. This season, I have not seen the Tigers play this disgraceful since before Hafey. Before Hardwick. They just look. I don't know if that's. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm just saying I watched it and I thought that they didn't. It looked like they did not give a shit.
Yeah, well,
they looked like they didn't care. They were dropping marks that I think they were dropping marks that were easy, no pressure, and resulted in Melbourne goals. There was 2 Melbourne. There was one instance where Basher Hooley was trying to take a mark. These 2 Melbourne players were hanging off, providing no pressure. Usually the players that aren't really, they're sort of jogging along. Usually those players are the ones that lose in this situation. Basher Hooley drops the mark. Those 2 players, too lazy to run up on Hooley, managed to kick a goal out of something that should have been. I saw the under 10s in the tackers during the half-time break taking those marks. In all honesty, the skill level of Richmond that game in particular that I noticed was really poor.
Yeah, well look, Paul Roos is getting this Melbourne team to do wonderful things. It was good to see Jack Watts playing a bit of good footy late in the game as well. But Brett Delaney still thinks the Tigers can make the finals from there. I don't think they can.
That's fine.
I think you'll probably need to win every single game to go.
Mathematically, we probably could, provided we win most of them. I think we can only drop 2 to have a shot.
It'd be good to get
also be great if every other team lost as well. But yeah, I'm sorry, Brett, but I think you've screwed this season up.
But I think they'll be bolstered by Marriage coming back and Cochin getting.
Well, he's about 2 weeks away.
Cochin getting fully fit as well. So you've got the Giants this week. You lose this, and I think Hardwick's career at Richmond may be at a crossroads. We'll move on to North Melbourne, Brisbane. You tipped Brisbane stupidly last week, and they got clocked. 87 points was the final margin, 125 to 38. You are a moron.
You know what? They look good. They were looking.
They don't look good.
They were looking improved.
They have been the worst side of the year.
They were looking
all
improved.
year.
I mean, every game they were competitive, and until this one, I backed them once, and they do this shit.
You backed them against North Melbourne.
I backed them once. North Melbourne plays shit the week before.
Yeah. And North Melbourne hardly ever lose 2 games in a row, and they always come out, they've got a great list, and you're backing the worst team in the competition by a long way against a team that could finish in the top 4. You are on some sort of drugs, my friend. 87-point win to North Melbourne. We'll move on, because you're an idiot. You are an absolute moron. But someone who can tip is me, and I took Freo on this next game, whereas he tipped Geelong. So 32-point win, Freo back on the winners list, and they did it for Pav.
I forgot Pavlich was playing his 300th game. I knew Pavlich was playing his 300th game, and I didn't forget. I would have tipped Fremantle, but they definitely lived.
They played very well. They played very well for Pavlich, and look, if they can get the pressure that they threw on Geelong, if they can bring that back into their game at the moment, they're going to go a long way. They're going to move up the ladder. We've talked about them being not great this year. They're slowly getting their mojo back, and Ross Lyon, I reckon, will have something in store for the fans
That's right.
back into the year.
It was their most impressive game of the season, and it was the one time where I thought they had still a genuine chance of finals this entire year. So they're going to be a dangerous club at the moment, and hopefully they can continue that form, because I really like them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I took them as premiers at the start of the year. So.
And the final game of round 9 was St Kilda taking on the Gold Coast Suns. No one gave St Kilda a chance here, and look, the Suns absolutely blew us out of the blocks. 8-goal first quarter, which didn't help us. But it was good to see St Kilda fight back a little bit in the second half, kicking 6 goals in the third quarter, our best return in any quarter of football this year. So look, there were some good signs there. Jack Billings, Luke Dunstan are playing some phenomenal football. There's some wounded Warriors out there. Jack Stevens tired, and the backline side, so they're going into a bye at the right time. Obviously, they're not holding out much hope of them beating Collingwood, Port, or Geelong at the other end of the bye, but it's a well-earned rest right now.
It's a good rest. You've got to think about a 38-point loss. It's not as bad as what it should have been, considering Gold Coast's form for the past month or so. So, you know what? You guys are a young side, but Gold Coast are always going to win that one.
Is there any better player in the competition than Gary Ablett?
I hate to admit it. I absolutely hate to admit it because I don't like Collingwood, but I think Pendlebury's up there.
Really?
I actually genuinely think Pendlebury.
I think Gary Ablett. Some of the stuff he does.
Some of the stuff he does.
Just the way he gets to a contest and impacts a contest and he impacts a game. There was 5 minutes there where he was off the ground, and I think the Gold Coast, they were good, but they weren't that good, and he just rallies them, he just marshals them. But look, full credit to the Gold Coast, they're going to be a very good side and in the years to come. And they're in the top 4, the top 5 at the moment, so they could be a big one going into September. Round 10, mate. Geelong are playing North Melbourne, and obviously you don't like North Melbourne, so we know who you're going to tip here, but this could be a close one.
I can't see Geelong losing twice.
Stadium.
I can't see Geelong losing twice, and I can't see Geelong losing at their home ground easily.
Absolutely.
If North Melbourne are going to get on top, Geelong are going to fight hard. So I think Geelong might just take over this win, just because last week was a little disappointing.
I agree. I think their record at Skilled Stadium speaks for itself. North Melbourne are good, but they're faltering a little bit at the moment. Brett Harvey's still in some good form. Nick Del Santo's playing good footy. They need Daniel Wells back a little bit to bolster that forward line in the midfield. But look, I think it's going to be close. I think it'll be under 20 points, to be honest, at Simmons on Friday night. But I think the Cats, even without Stevie Johnson, will get the job done up there. And Saturday afternoon, geez, your mob would want to win this. GWS are playing Richmond up at Spotless Stadium. I think the Giants might win.
So do I.
I think the Giants might win.
I think being a Richmond supporter, I'm begging you. Do something against GWS.
I think coming off the bye, they've got a lot to show. They had a few issues during the week with Toby Green. They're going to want to show the footballing world they're stronger. They're a stronger club than that. And look, they'll want to throw Richmond's season into serious disarray.
And
Because if they win this,
it's already not.
No, but if they lose, if Richmond lose this, it's
done. It's 100% done.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know what I noticed on the screen? It was at the MCG, and every 10 seconds they had this ad. It was drive home proud, and it's Jeep for Richmond, blah blah blah, and Cochin and Revolt in it. How am I meant to drive home proud when you play like that on the weekend? I did not drive home proud.
Drove home crying.
I drove home. I was really annoyed. Anyway,
Collingwood are playing West Coast in the next game of the round at the MCG 4:40 on Saturday afternoon. I think Collingwood will canter home in this one. They're in some pretty good form at the moment. Obviously, they didn't play too well last Friday night, but I think against West Coast they'll get the job done. It'll be interesting to see who goes to Joshua Kennedy because he's obviously in some scintillating form at the moment.
11 goals last game, I think it was.
Correct.
So he's a good player.
Travis Cloke not in great form.
No,
either.
He's not. He hasn't been in great form. Jesse White's been pretty good though.
Yeah,
I like Jesse White being at the club. Wouldn't mind getting Quinton Lynch back, seeing that. That'd be a good trio, to be honest.
Yeah.
But West Coast Collingwood should be a good match. West Coast are pushing for finals, and so are Collingwood. I hope it's a thriller. I can't see it being any greater margin than 10 points. I reckon it'd be about 10-point game.
Interesting. And the top of the table clash, the best game of the round, Adelaide Oval. Port Adelaide are playing Hawthorn. Hawthorn decimated by injuries. No Gibson, no Lake, no Mitchell. Hodge probably will play. No Cyril.
Brad Sewell comes back.
Sorry?
Brad
Sewell comes back in probably. Look, Port Adelaide I think quite easily here. Not a smashing, but I think by 25-30 points in this one. But it won't be a true representation of where the two teams are at. It'll be when it comes to finals time and these two play each other, and then we'll see where they're at. But I think, look, Port are motoring along very nicely, and they'll stay on top of the ladder after this game.
If Hawthorn can win this game, they will pretty much secure the fact they are the best team in the comp right now. Because if they can win this game without all those stars not playing, then you know that they're going to be a very good side.
We did see last week they were a bit vulnerable against Sydney, so I think Port will take it to them in this one. Who do you think?
I'm taking Port.
Okay.
But I think I'd like to see Hawthorn win, but I'd take Port.
Gold Coast are playing the Bulldogs. Bulldogs coming off a bye, so they're quite fresh. But I think the Gold Coast up there at Metricon, they're making it a bit of a hard place to go away and win at. So the Gold Coast at home for me will get the job done here against the Bulldogs.
I agree. I can see the Bulldogs being competitive. They've been competitive all year. This is the best form that I've seen them since they've made the finals a few years back. But yeah, no, I don't think they'll win. But I don't think it's going to be a smashing either.
And the final game of the round is our cameraman Michael's mob against the Adelaide Crows. But Mike, unfortunately, the Crows are going to smash you.
Yeah,
I think you're going to get done by about 45, 50 points plus.
I hope it's a 100-point loss, to be honest.
I think, as we said earlier, Adelaide are motoring along very. G'day guys, due to a few technical issues, the last minute of the video got cut off. Basically, what me and Pete were talking about was in the Adelaide-Carlton game, we both tipped the Crows. Both think they're going to be too hot for them. They're in some good form at the moment. Their forwards are gelling. Tex Walker's bound to have a good game soon. And we're really not sure where Carlton are at the moment. They've won a couple straight, yes, but we're still not sure where they're at. So that was basically it for us this week. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Keep liking the Facebook page, 3SSR Footy Hits. And until next week, I'm John Donohoe.